To solve this exercise, we're going to think a little bit about the orders of operation. So we know we have to start from the parentheses. So I'm going to focus on what I have inside this parentheses. Basically, we have two fractions that are being divided. So to simplify it, I'm going to follow KFC. Keep, flip, change, right? So let's see what we're going to have. The first fraction is not going to change, so I'm not going to keep repeating it. I'm just going to write the second one. We're still going to have two fractions. That's one. And let me draw the second one. And here's the second one. Now it's going to be multiplication. So, excuse me. Now I'm going to flip the second fraction, x minus 1 and x minus 5. The first fraction is not going to change. However, it looks like a quadratic equation that could be factorized. So I'm going to try to factorize both my numerator and my denominator. How do we factorize a quadratic equation? We're going to pay attention to our C and to our B. We're going to look for a number, for two numbers actually, whose multiplication is 8, but whose addition or subtraction is going to be 2. What options do I have? I have 1 and 8, that would produce 8. I have 2 and 4, that would produce 8. Between these two options, only 2 and 4 have the potential to produce some sort of a 2 when they're added or subtracted. So let me put my x's in. I know I'm working with 2 and 4. How should I choose the signs so that their multiplication becomes negative? One of them must have been negative. Which one? The bigger one, because I also want their addition to be negative. I'm going to do the same thing for the denominator. My x's are inside. Two numbers whose multiplication is 5. There's only one option. That's 1 and 5. Their multiplication has a positive sign. It either was two positive numbers or two negative numbers. I'm going to take a look at their addition or subtraction. It's negative. Then both of them must have been negative. There we go. Alright, what do I have here now? Two fractions. All the numerators have the potential to be simplified with any of the denominators. This x minus 5 over here, this x plus 1 over here, and very well, these two can be crossed off. Alright, I don't see anything else that has the potential of being simplified, so I'm going to leave it at this. Now I'm going to move. I'll rewrite it so that we know what we have left. I have an x plus 2, an x minus 4, an x minus 5, and another x minus 5. I'm going to leave this at this stage and I'm going to try to simplify the first fraction. Well, the first fraction is pretty much the same thing one more time. We have two quadratics. I'm going to factor the numerator and then I'm going to factor the denominator. The numerator is looking for two numbers whose multiplication is 25. Well, that's easy. We're looking at 5 and 5. The multiplication has a positive sign, either two positive 5s or two negative 5s. Since their addition is negative, both of them must have been negative. How about the denominator? Two numbers whose multiplication is 24. Could be 6 and 4. Let's try and see if it works out. It's positive. We have the same logic. Both of them must have been negative. The first part is done. The second part we had already done together. We just have to multiply them. Let me see if I can move this. Yes, there we go. Now off to the simplification. I have two x's, x minus 5's, inside numerator and denominator. Both of them get cancelled out. What else do I have? I have x minus 4 and x minus 4. What am I left with? Only these two. So the final answer is x plus 2 over x minus 6. And that's it. Thank you for watching.